Oh, well, okay, here we go. Well, Shattercock, folks, what's happening? John Lee Long, and I'm not in the Hobo Depot. Shattercock, and I'm not in the Hobo Depot. I had to say that twice. What? I just felt like saying it. All right, today, we're going to talk about, let's put this down first. We're going to talk about a bass. Well, let's talk about a friend first. All right, so I met this guy in 1998. And when I met him, I needed, I had saw him during that time, internet wasn't blazing. And I met him through another brother. I met him through another brother that lived here in Richmond. And the other brother that lived here in Richmond was named Ken Friend. Ken Friend introduced me to this brother right here. All right, and I keep looking around to make sure everything's cool. And so in 1998, I contacted him and I needed a gig bag. And the gig bag I wanted was really, really cool. I wanted a leather gig bag. I didn't particularly know much about, the leather gig bags and what kind of gig bag should I get. And he referred me to this one. This, what you see here, is a Reunion Blues. I got it for him used in 1998, and it still looks amazing. And it done been across the world and Europe. It's leather. It's a real Reunion Blues. And from that point in time, I don't think he was making basses then. And then as time went on, he started making these amazing basses that I kept looking, going like, I ain't ready yet. I'll stick with my Fender Jazz, and I'll stick with my Ken Smith. And he always said, man, you need to get your head out of that S thing, man. And I was like, yeah, right. Okay, I get it. And I know he was joking when he was saying it, but I never did own one of his products when they first came out. And I kept listening to him. I kept going like, man, those things sounds amazing. But I couldn't see myself other than a 5, jazz-wise. So as time went on, I met the same brother who introduced me to him, Ken, actually owned one of his basses, and Ken was playing on a gig here in Richmond with Byron Cage then. And he brought this bass. I just said, hey man, I just did sound check. I want to see how my bass sounds. Could you play it? And let me hear it. I was like, what? So, because I was in the audience. So, I was there early for sound check. And because I knew Byron and I knew Ken, so, how that goes. You know how that goes, backstage pass. So Ken allowed me to play it. And see, this is the second bass Ken allowed me to play that I had to actually play 2 or 3 notes and give it back to him. Once I gave it back to him, he knows that means I can't own it, I don't want to play it. That's how incredible it was. So anyway, he put this bass in my hand. It was a 6-string low end. That's what it was. And I was like, whoo, 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 baby girl. I can't own it. Here you go, Ken. Here's the bass. Make a long story short, here it is, 2021, and I now own a low-end bass. This is the LBJ6, I think it is. Stuff's just falling. Look, they already know the thunder is coming. I'm bringing the thunder. So, there's a lot of things I can say about this bass, and I'm going to. First of all, it's 18 volts, 18,000 watts of power. Look, 18,000. It comes with the low-end preamp, which it has push-pull active passive, treble, mids, bass, blend. And then it has a 3-way switch for the cut of the mids. And this is like a power boost or something. I'm not really sure. So Brian gets this guy to make him these pickups. I don't know what they are. I don't know what they call. But they sound amazing. So let's look at the craftsmanship of this bass. The inlays are amazing and remarkable. And it looks like a regular jazz. So, I'm a jazz guy. So, you can see the jazz bass behind me, the 78. And then this is the Chip Sharon Custom Shop. And, of course, the big S on top. All right, so the way he concept this bass is unbelievable. I'm looking at it. The wood top is just amazing. The cutaway is amazing. The wood combination is just beyond standard, beyond amazing. 5 bolt neck through. I mean body through the string through the body. Like I told you, it was 18,000 volts in there. And then let me talk about the neck. The neck, it feels like I can play it all day and won't be troubled, and my hand won't hurt, and I won't be searching for stuff, and I won't fight it. As far as the speed of the bass, is strings lay right on the neck, no issues, no problem. Neck is straight as an arrow. He used hip shot tuners, hip shot bridge. But the wood combination is what got me about this bass. I have never seen this combination. And I've seen some stuff he's done in the low-end shop that's mind-blowing. Paint jobs and all. But this one was meant for me. So I'm gonna play it. All right, so first thing I want to do, all right, let me tell you how I got this thing set, because this thing has a lot of highs and a lot of bottom and wonderful mids. And so I had to turn the amp down. I'm coming through my TC Electronic 250. So I had to turn everything down to, if you look at it from the top side down, it'd be -2, which is about 10 o'clock, maybe 11 o'clock. So I got everything turned down, and the first thing I want to do, because it's this TC Electronic is just a wonderful instrument. I'm gonna make sure my bass is tuned, because the strings are kind of new. So first thing I want to do is turn it on and make sure it's tuned. See, it's a little sharp. Okay. And the good thing about it has a tuner on it, and it has a tone print. This particular amp has a tone print. And you can actually take your phone and set the tone that you want on the amp. And it has a mute button that you can tune with. All right, so the first thing we'll do is go into the passive mode. And we're gonna go start with the rear pickup first. Everything is passive, so the only thing that works is the cut. Check it out. I'm in the rear right now. So the switch is all the way back. Let's put it in the middle. It's so comfortable to play. All the way to the front. Middle. All the way to the back. Alright, let's go to the front. The switch is all the way to the back. Middle. Front. Now, from what I can hear in my ear, the cut works with only the front, I think. Let's try it. Let's go back to the rear. I think it only works for the front, because the front is a bigger humbucker, and this is just like a jazz type, single. I wouldn't say single chord, it's a dual chord, but I think it's a jazz type. All right, so let's go active now, and everything on active is off. First thing we're gonna start with is the treble. Now that's where I'm like, okay, I can really tell how this thing's gonna sound in the mix, because the treble is really, really authentic. All right, mids at D10. Bass at D10. Okay, we're gonna go with the blend for both pickups. that's a good sounding jazz feel. Good jazz cut, good attitude. Nothing, extremely so brittle that you can't understand the jazz notes. I said jazz notes. It still has that jazz flavor, but it's super, super clean. All the way up the neck, just super clean. Let's go to treble at 3/4. Mids at 3/4. Let's do the cut thing. Cut all the way to the back. Oh my God. Cut in the middle. Oh yes, oh yes. And it still has that authentic boutique jazz bass sound. Alright, so let's go with cut all the way to the front. Oh my God. Okay, I'm feeling wonderful right now. Now, the first switch, I'm gonna take it to the back. Check this out. Alright, so what we're gonna do now is take the bass to a little bit past detail. Ooh, yes, Lord. Take the cut switch, take it over to the back. That B is so tight. In the middle, the concept of the preamp working for me is amazing. Y'all know I'm a preamp guy. I don't use a lot of preamp. I just want to hear what the bass sounds like body-wise. What this bass is doing for me, I am so sorry it took me so long. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. What this bass, I mean, I like my 6-string basses. I like my Smith 6s. I like my Yamaha 6s. I like the MTD 6s, Federa 6s. Anything that's a 6, I really, really dig. But this, because of the weight, because of the neck, and the roundness of the neck, I don't feel the edges. Oh, it's just, this bass is almost perfect. It's a lot I want to say. I just want to say, Brian, I'm sorry it took me so long, man, to get one of your pieces, man. But I tell you, since I've got it, I am overwhelmed and am totally impressed. Totally impressed. I mean, the preamp is nice. The switching is nice. But what gets me is the wood combination. It's just a beautiful bass to have in your hand on stage. It doesn't look all big and gaudy and like 900 switches going on. None of that. It's just a well-made boutique bass. And the greatest thing about it too is the case came with it. And look what the case got on it. And it's a really nice case. Some cases, this is a Levy case. And you get some cases with basses, man, like, well, dude. this case can't hurt, can't protect nothing. But this one is really nice. and I really appreciate it. So once again, guys, I just want to thank you for coming by my video channel. And check out my new 6 LBJ. I guess is what you call it. Low-end bass jazz 6. I don't know. It's another name for it. I just don't know what it is. All I know is I now have it in my arsonage. I said arsonage. Arsonage. I tell you what though, man. Once again, guys, if you get the opportunity to play a low-end jazz, I say get one, because as far as playability, you could be on stage all day and your shoulder is not gonna tell you need to go somewhere and sit down. Look, simple as that. Hey, bro, you need to get a chair or go somewhere and sit down. But this bass, I can swing it. I can swing it 4 hours and still be comfortable. What an amazing piece of art. What an amazing piece of art. Once again, guys, please subscribe. Please share. Please hit that button down there, like button. Most of all, please keep praying for my family, my queen and I, and my family and the Hobo Depot. Please keep praying for that, because that needs it too. We'll definitely keep praying for y'all, because that's what we do. And always remember that one note can save the world. One note. Shout out to Kaka, folks. Johnny along with his low-end bass. Peace out.